Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss cost sheet. As you can see that already I have written the entire pro forma on the board. I'll show you what are the elements, how to deal with it. Then we are going to do a particular sum of cost sheet and it will be helpful. Remember, whatever the sums I'm doing in my online classes or online videos, you just go through it properly. You will get particular kind of sums in your CU BCom examinations. So first look at the propositions. What I have written on the board. Look at this is called cost sheets starting from raw materials consumed. See, opening stock of raw material and purchase of raw material less closing stock of raw material. So this is the particular portion where all the raw material inputs for the production are being used. All the inputs to make it raw material consumed, we are writing that what is the opening stock we are having, whatever the element we are purchasing, and what is the remaining stock. That means the rest part is the amount of stock we use to make the production. That is the consideration. That is why it is called consumed. Suppose I have stock, opening stock of raw material, say 4 lakh unit, purchased 5 lakh, and in the closing stock I am having 2 lakh. So from here we can say that the total amount of raw materials we have used is how much? 7 lakh. Yes or no? 4 plus 5, 9 minus 2, 7 lakh is the raw material consumed. This is the way to calculate raw material consumed. After that, what I have written, these are the expenditure directly related to the production. Directly related to the production, that's why it is called direct or productive wages and chargeable expenses. This will be added to get the item called prime cost. Okay, after prime cost, whatever the expenses I have written, look at the end word was overhead. Some of the element for the factory, some of the element for the office, and some of the element for the selling. That means when it goes out of the organization for selling, we have to calculate each and every cost so that we can get the selling price and the amount of profit we can charge upon the cost so that we can make profit. That is why we are making the table of cost allocation. That's why it is called cost sheet. It's a statement. Remember, it is a statement of cost. We can write like statement of cost as well. Okay, now look at factory overhead. Under all kind of factory expenses, what are the factory expenses we know? If I talk, what are the factory expenses? Like factory rent, factory lighting and heating, factory supervisor salary. These are the expenses, indirect labor. These are the expenses related to factory overhead. Then we are writing depreciation on plant and machinery. In class 11, 12, in profit and loss account, we have seen that all are coming under indirect expenses, different kind of depreciations. Here, the depreciations are segregated in different heads, like plant and machinery will go under factory overhead, office furniture is going under the head office and administrative overhead. So here, after this, we are writing opening WIP, work in progress, less closing WIP, together the cost is coming called works cost. This is called works cost, or another name you can say it is called factory cost. This is called factory cost. Okay, after factory cost, what we are doing? We are going to the office where all the data are recorded. Under office and administrative overhead, you can see different kinds of office expenses. Sir, what are the office expenses are? I'm telling you. Office expenses like salary to the office member, that means staff, different kinds of filing expenses, all such comings under the head office and administrative overhead, and depreciation on furniture. After adding with the factory cost, this particular element, what we are getting? We are getting cost of production. After cost of production, we are writing opening finished goods and then less closing finished goods. That means here was still work in progress, half done. Here the goods were complete. Remember one thing, when we are writing closing finished goods, this value you may have to calculate with different propositions like FIFO, LIFO. FIFO means first in, first out. LIFO means last in, first out. I will show you how to do it in this particular sum. After cost of goods sold, we are writing selling and distribution overhead. In selling and distribution overhead, we are writing selling expenses. Different kinds of selling expenses: salesman's commission, advertisement, delivery van expenses. This kind of expenses we are writing in under selling overhead. Carriage outward also coming. Okay. After this all adding, we are getting the value called cost of sales. Cost of sales. After cost of sales, this is the ultimate cost on which we are considering the profit. It can be considered upon sale or it can be considered upon cost. Depends upon the question, depend upon the consideration of different organizations. So this is the basic pro forma of cost sheet. So many elements are there. If I have to write at least 4 pages, I have to write. I did not write given in the book, but just go through the thing you require for your CU become semester 2 examinations. Now I will solve one sum where this particular portion, cost of goods or cost of or closing finished goods value is not given, which I will show how to calculate.